welcome back to Celeste. Last time we did farewell. I'm really happy. We got a final stage done. I've been told the seasides might have been easier. So, who knows? Who knows? I mean, how many deaths do I have? Did we actually pay attention just there? Because it says in the profile. You've got 10,459. How many do you think are in that final stage? Because we checked last time. So that's like 10,500. With almost half being the final stage. Oh god. Oh god. That's bad. That's bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. Anyway. We're going to be doing... Nope, wrong button. We're going to be doing the core B-side first. Kind of ease ourselves into it, you know? This shouldn't, as far as I'm aware, have anything particularly, like, tricky. Got a bird again. Love the bird, hate the bird. And this is locked behind one of these walls as well. I am now worried. I wasn't before. Oh no. Okay, so if I'm remembering, the trick about this level is you don't get your dashes back. I have 2 dashes. They will return when I move between screens or when I pick up the correct gems. So that's not what I meant to do. If I try and get that first gem, this is supposed to be tricky. This very first jump's likely not meant to be tricky. Yeah, that platform disappears. Okay, that's fine. It's really not fine. It's really not. Okay, so the dash gems get me both dashes. That's worth knowing. It's worth knowing. I'm not going to be very good at this, am I? No. I'm used to getting dashes back. I'm going to struggle a lot. I thought we'd be fine after doing farewell. I've not made it past the first damn screen. The stages... I mean, there's also ice. So it's not just fun. You really don't get a lot of time on these platforms. I don't like how kind of tight the platforming is here. This isn't going to be nice. Oh yeah, and hey, I guess fire and ice, yeah? You're not wrong. I don't want to admit you're right, but you're not wrong. So... I also forgot I gave you the artist role in chat, because as we all know, you are very artistic with a U. So that's good to see that you've still got it. I'm gonna struggle here, due to my own incompetence. Nothing else. Nothing else. Pornography is art. Ah yes, I forgot about all that pornography you made and sent me. Yeah. That would be why I gave you the role. That would be it. We're gonna make John jealous though if you keep talking about it. We will. He deserves to be jealous, but we're gonna make him jealous. I don't know entirely how I meant to properly conserve my dashes here. I didn't think this would be quite so bad. It's just because these keep moving. John's confused as he should be. That's fine, we're not going to go into detail. It's all good. How the hell am I meant to do this stage? I'm struggling on the very first damn screen. I'm getting kind of confused at what I'm meant to do. Yeah, that's my concern though, Fuke. We're not going to do it with skill, because I lack that. Like, perseverance, yeah, sure. I've got perseverance. But not skill. I'll eventually learn what I'm supposed to do. need to kind of figure out when to be doing my dashes, I think, is the biggest issue. Bash her against concrete walls and I'll make it through, yeah. That is my exact, like, philosophy in life. I mean, great minds think alike, as they say. Yeah, this is not something I'm going to manage very well with. I kind of miss doing Farewell. Farewell had nicer music. Like, I'm just dying because I'm not good at the game now. I can't blame it on it being hard. It's not particularly hard looking. At least I don't think it is. Why am I so terrible? Why? I don't understand. I thought after doing Farewell I'd be moderately okay. Like, do I want to be doing my wave dashing? Probably not. Probably not, yeah. Bad at pattern recognition. I mean, I'm bad at a lot of things, and that very well may be among them. So yeah. I'd be willing to admit to that. Because with muscle memory, I can somewhat figure out a route. Like, that's the furthest I've gotten, but I don't know what I do from there. This is accusing me of being an imposter. You say almost. This is the first screen. This isn't supposed to be what's difficult. This is supposed to be just like an introduction to the stage. This is horrific. This is horrific. Like, I'm not gonna have anyone accusing me of being bad at the game. Because I'm not. I'm platform related challenged, you know? That's fine. God, I really do make this look hard, don't I? This must be infuriating to watch. I'm just gonna take a drink. I'm clearly not able to do this immediately. Pattern I need to follow. I need to potentially jump dash? No. Up diagonal, definitely the way to start, or we could stall in midair. I'm thinking up diagonal, then we need to... You know, just do what I was doing. Keep brute forcing it, it'll work eventually. Eventually it will. If it doesn't, I'd be disappointed. That feels like a nice starting pattern. So let myself fall down a little bit more afterwards. Okay, that's not working. Have I ever heard of Cloudberry Kingdom? Vaguely rings a bell. Can't say I know off the top of my head. But it rings a bell. I'm going to assume I would really not enjoy it then if that's the case. Because I'm just bad at platformers. Like, I've gotten this far out of pure perseverance and stubbornness. This has not been skill. Yeah, but almost. It's just, I don't know what angle I'm supposed to go for here. It's such a bizarre one to try and do. Because this part I'm relatively comfortable at doing. Yeah, I think those first 3 dashes seem to be about correct. Just Ignore me continually dying at this very first step. I will manage, eventually, through just sheer force of will. Okay. Then we just end up jumping onto that. Got the first 4 dashes. I can do this. We will get through that wall, you are correct. Eventually, that wall will not be existent anymore. Because we'll just batter it down until there is no wall left. Like, yeah, I could maybe go around the wall somehow, but no, I'm going through it. Just the kind of person I am. I say as I continue to immediately die. I'm not looking forward to the seasides. So we realise it's an Egypt hole. Yeah. It gets even more awkward when you realise there's just a revolving door, but I've never thought of revolving the door. I'm just trying to push through it. It's that kind of thing. It's similar to like pushing a pool door, you know? I'm stubborn in my wrong way of trying to do it. I'll manage eventually, alright? I won't hear anyone telling me otherwise. Thankfully, I'm only being encouraged by you, kid. Although I feel you are willing to look down on me. Every push door is a pull door if I try hard enough. I mean, yeah, I guess. I think it mostly comes down to the hinges on the door, right? Like, while you can push any door regardless, it will eventually work. How am I not getting this done again? Sorry, I'm completely losing my train of thought. Like, sure. It's not a push door both ways, but what if it was? What if it was a push door on both sides? You just can't kill it. There's no way to do it. I don't know how that would be the case. But, yeah. I'm going mad. I'm talking about doors. Why are we talking about doors while I die after doing 3 dashes continuous? Dual hinged doors. No, that's madness. Like, this is going to spark some kind of controversy. I'm not gonna have it start my Twitch chat here. Can't be doing this. We can't be going on about doors too much. We're gonna give away all our ideas, you know? You're controversial. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I feel I can get over that. I think I can. I'm just not very good at it, apparently. Or contrarian, but sure. I'll stand by you, Hugh, whatever you say. As long as it's nothing too bad, alright? Because we need someone to be the yes man here. It's clearly got to be me, the streamer. You know? You're not sure. I said I'm being the yes man. I'll stick by it. I'll stick by it. Even if I regret my decision suddenly, I'll stick by it. How am I so terrible at this game? How am I so terrible? Like, this shouldn't be humanly possible to be this bad. I really don't get it. Some bits to ease the pain. I forgot we had text-to-speech, but thank you. I can do it. Okay, here we go. This time is the one. You ready? I lied, but this one is. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's this time it's going to work. I'm gonna stop saying that. That joke's gonna get old fast. I'm not beginning to believe. I'm giving myself false hope. You know? That's what you do to make me feel better. I am the one. I mean, there's no one else in this stream who can play this game right now, so you're not wrong. I am the one. The one who will do what we can only see. They'll die. I mean, that much has been made apparent already, yeah. I don't know if I want to do that. This is difficult. Endlessly for your entertainment. I mean, if it's entertainment, sure. I thought this would just get frustrating to look at. I don't know what to do at that, like, 3rd and 4th dash. So I can 100% make it to here, 100% make it to there. If I do like one diagonal up, one just to the side maybe? That does seem to work better, yeah. Okay. Okay, I can do this. I mean, different ways I figured out. Oh yeah, there's a lot of weird combinations, which all result in my inevitable death. It's brilliant. Yeah, if I make that jump, I'm fine. Big old F, but if I do, it works out. See? Perfect. First try if you ignore all the other ones. It only gets worse. Only gets worse. What am I meant to be doing here? I've got an idea. It didn't work. But we can try. I will continue hitting my head against this wall continually. Alright, I don't know how I even got past that first stage. I do not deserve to. Is there a death counter? Not in the level, but we'll get one afterwards. So I know in the very final stage, which I did manage to complete yesterday after spending around maybe 11 hours in it. We only got like 4,500 deaths. It was fairly tame, all things considered, you know? Yeah, 11 hours. I did that over the course of 3 and a good bit of streams. It was a time. I think it was just 3 and a good bit of streams for the latter half of the level, actually. Sorry, not the whole level. So I was misleading you slightly. But yeah, I have around, I think, 10,000 deaths, 10,500 in the entire save, so almost half are in that final stage. Which, to be fair, was an incredibly long stage. But, yeah. I think all in all, 10k deaths, pretty good. Pretty good. Could be a lot worse. Like, it's just like real life. If it died like 10,000 times, what you really do? You're not living at all. It's not a good motto to live by. Can I go under? I mean, I could try, but I do think I need my 2 dashes to just go under one. So there's not a lot of space. I need to... If I try and go under one, I'll show you what I need to do. So I could go under that, then dash up, is what I would think. It's like that. I'd then need to somehow have another 2 dashes to get past the second wall. So I think I am stuck trying to do going over, seeing as that'll only take 1 dash. Because yeah, a lot of these B-sides, they're fairly straightforward in what you need to do. They're just damn tricky in what you need to actually figure out and then accomplish. I'm getting close. That's twice now I've gotten to almost the final step. Yeah, I just managed to grab onto the far side of that block. I can definitely beat this, at least screen. There's likely a lot more pain and suffering left to come, but I mean, I could definitely manage it. Keep in mind, this is supposed to be tricky, yet the C-sides are meant to be trickier, as I have been told anyway. However, I think they are very short, the C-sides, just the one extremely tricky stage. And once I complete them, I will officially have 100% completion if you ignore golden strawberries, which don't count, because we're not doing deathlings. No, we're not. There we go. Bam. Second screen. Our Noit is getting a content update. Ooh, that'll be exciting. I mean, I could be tempted to go back, because, I mean, I've not done Noit in ages. Also, those blocks, do they reappear? I need to check. They do. Okay. So we just go for this. We don't need to particularly worry, I don't think. I do need to actually survive the jump event. Wait a moment. Here we go. Okay. Flick the switch. Now it's ice. Okay, we only get 2 dashes once we get to the far side. But we can do this. Hit the switch. On we go. Don't jump up into the molten frozen magma. I don't know why it's still dangerous, but it is. Yeah, we've done half this screen. So that means we're about there, right? It's a dry ice, is it? It's a frozen version of what I'm assuming is lava or magma or something of that nature. That's what I thought it doesn't appear over the, like, frozen stuff, so maybe not. Like, I could see that not being the frozen magma or whatever. I just kept assuming it was. I'm gonna manage eventually. Yeah, you're right, it would just be rock, but then again, you probably wouldn't be able to do too many or dashes if it was like real life. So, who knows? All I know is bam. Look at that. Okay. Ice level. First part of, like, proper ice stuff. We're dead. But, we made it a decent length in. Right? Dead again. I don't think I want to use any dashes actually going through here. She's going to make this difficult. Yeah, okay, so I need to be able to correctly stall for time so I can make that jump. Okay, so I do just hold the jump button, seemingly. It's a little tricky with maneuvering, but I can definitely do it. Yeah, we have to do the up diagonal so we get enough air time. This is going to be tricky. Not too bad though. It's just a case of getting my positioning correct as I'm falling and just holding down the jump button apart from that. Yeah, that's doable. That's doable. Just you wait, I will eventually do it. See? That wasn't too bad. I need to... Okay, now I'm confused. I need to use a dash there. I've got to. What the hell do I do after that? 'Cause that's both my dashes. After I get into the second block. Which I still haven't managed to do, so I guess I can worry about it in a second. I'm assuming I need to be quick, jump over to the other side, jump off of it. That would be my guess. Yeah, you can do that. You've got enough time. It's gonna be tight. But if there's anything I've been described as, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. You know where I was going. You know why I didn't finish it. That's fine. Okay, you can do this. You won't take the bait? Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. I don't think it's even bait. I think I just completely set it up to be said. I'm just thankful you haven't. What the hell is this screen? I just saw what was about to come up. I don't want to do this. Oh no. Okay. Okay. I can get to this second block with relative consistency. Getting to the third one and then the dash gem I've done once, so I know it's doable again. Can I eventually manage? I will. Yes, if we go up here, get to the other side of that one, jump off, then we've got our dash. Get to the end. I think is what we do. We did not get high enough in that one. I'll just jump on the spikes. I die quicker. This one's difficult. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm piecing it together. I'm figuring it out. Not very good at it. I'm figuring it out. Dash in the wrong direction. You know, that's the first time it's happened this stream. It'll happen again. I don't do directions. But I can do this. Maybe. Hopefully. Probably. I'll eventually do it. I'm stubborn enough. If I do just become silent at any point, I apologize in advance.
By tried dashing, I'm assuming you mean not in real life, like in the game, right? So I've not tried dashing in real life. I don't know if I have physical prowess to do that. I'm like skeletal. Not quite that bad, but I don't think I'd manage in real life. It would be quite impressive, wouldn't it? Especially if you can do it mid-air. Fitness stream. You know, the webcam, I can plug it into a laptop. It does actually plug in via USB, so I can plug it into my phone, stream from my phone. I need to be able to get enough mobile data for that, so I need to get unlimited contract. It would be doable. It would be doable to do a fitness stream. Then you have to just take into consideration me and fitness. Like, it's not gonna happen, you know? Like, I may have... Just grab them. I've got weights, but they're not anything particularly heavy. It's just like 3 kilogram weights. It's not anything particularly good. Hey Rena, good to see you. I'm glad you managed to come by the stream. I'm just struggling to do, I would say, basic platforming. It's not entirely basic. I'm still struggling. I'm having fun, but struggling. It's just a difficult game. I look forward to being able to say that I've been able to beat it. It's 70 kilogram weights. Now, I weigh 45 kilograms, last I checked. That's almost like 2 of me. I'm not lifting 2 of myself. I appreciate you. I think I might be able. But no, I don't know if I'd manage. I mean, I can do curls. I can. I don't know if I'd do it on stream, just because it's not incredibly impressive. But I could definitely add like a channel point redemption for it. Is that something people actually want? Like fitness stuff redemptions, like make me do exercise? But so far, sound alerts, they just do stuff involving the stream itself. Like they play sound effects for sound alerts. They've got the like point goals for me putting on the maid outfit and such. These are extremely impressive. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Some are definitely more impressive than others, but I mean, it's amazing just the range of mobility people actually have. So I think a lot of animals, they're quadrupedal because that's actually more conservative of energy. So it's interesting that humans actually evolved to be bipedal. And walk on 2 legs. It's an interesting thing. Then you also have just a bunch of different species independently evolving into crabs. Humans haven't. Not yet. But I can hold out hope that maybe one day I can become a crab. You know? Like, I can have dreams. Very silly dreams, but I can have dreams and aspirations. Okay, jumping straight up off of things seems to take up more energy. Yeah, okay. I can work with this. Need to study evolutionary theories. I mean, if you aren't going to look at evolutionary theories, carcinization is definitely a fun one. That is the everything independently evolving into crabs. It's got tons and tons of species of like crustacean, which can look incredibly similar, however be completely unrelated in terms of genealogy. It's a very interesting kind of thing. I don't think evolution has a lot of studies still ongoing. Like, I don't know. I'm not like a evolutionologist, as everyone knows.
is the correct term for a scientist who studies evolution. Yeah, I don't actually know a lot about evolution, so I can't say a lot. The planet isn't made for humans. I mean, yeah, the planet's not particularly made for anything. The planet's just there, and we're also here, is the way I see it. Unless you go by a lot of the religious theories, I believe Christianity and I don't know much about other religions. They believe that a god or higher being did create the earth for humans. So it depends on who you ask. Like, people may disagree with you there, as we don't have a way to either really prove or disprove there being a higher entity who created everything. It's an interesting thing, theology. I think a lot of it came in the past to somewhat answer questions that people might have, which there weren't answers to at the time. Like, there's a theory which, I mean, it's mentioned from time to time, that the entire universe and everything was made last Tuesday. Essentially saying, before last Tuesday there was nothing. But on that Tuesday, something caused everything to come into existence and gave it all memories, as if stuff was existing prior to last Tuesday. You can't really disprove it, you can't prove it. There's a lot of weird philosophical stuff, which I don't think we should get into, because I'm not a philosopher. I'm not going to even claim to be. Yeah, there's not really any way to prove that everything didn't just come into existence, like, last Tuesday, and then was given the impression that things existed before then. Okay. It's all very weird, because there's a lot of things you can kind of put as hypotheticals, and, I mean, we're not really going to be sensible, but people can't exactly prove it wrong. Like, there isn't a non-zero chance that every interaction people have had with me online hasn't been a pre-recorded thing, and I've just amazingly managed to plan for every single response as it's going to happen. I mean, that's very much not the case, but you can't entirely prove that wrong until you've seen me in person, right? Hypotheticals, they're an interesting thing. They're also a kind of dangerous thing with how they work, because some of these hypotheticals, they're made for a certain purpose, which can be to push an agenda of some kind. And some of them can be quite dangerous due to spreading misinformation. For example, recently there's been the COVID pandemic, where a lot of people have been saying that the vaccines are to get, like, brain-controlling chips put into you by the government so they can track you and know everything you're thinking. I mean, with common sense, you can quite easily say no, yet a worrying amount of people have bought into this and believe it to be fact. Like, misinformation and these weird hypotheticals, they're worrying, because people will cling to these hypotheticals, assuming them to be true, because they are not willing to change what they think. Because, like, humans and, I mean, most things, honestly, are fundamentally flawed. There is no perfect being. Except from crabs, of course. Because, I mean, everything evolves in crabs. There must be something going on for them. I'm joking, of course. I'm sure crabs have at least the one flaw somewhere, you know? Like, I've not heard him speaking Spanish before. That's got to be a flaw, right? So everyone knows Spanish is the sexiest of the languages. I'm just speaking nonsense while trying to do some tricky platforming. I'm sorry if I'm just being confusing. By the way, Fuke, if you are sticking there in the stream, Rena is the AI android that I told you about, who plays games. Yes, Ecker. Yeah, right, this isn't Lawn Mowing Sim. That's how physics works in a logical sense. Galaxies, stars, humanity knows now have come from a chain of events, Big Bang. I mean, yeah, realistically, that is how it would work. I was done with the very final stage. I've come back to do the other stuff, Secker, don't worry. Yeah, like, the thing is, Rena, if you're willing to ignore a lot of the found facts and evidence, you can come up with any kind of hypothesis and claim it to be correct, which is what some people do. It's not a good practice. And these people spreading this false information can be dangerous and lead to deaths. Some of it can just be kind of stupid, like people who still believe that the Earth is flat. Because, I mean, don't they know it's actually just shaped like a trapezoid, you know? Like, it's a 2D plane, but it's not entirely just flat, right? I'm not necessarily discussing religion. I'm discussing like how hypotheticals and stuff that comes from the unknown can be dangerous. Also, I got so close that last time. I don't know what I did wrong. Yeah, I'm curious though. Like, Rena seems to take a very logical approach to this thing. So I would imagine religion would not be an appealing thing, right? Like, things you don't necessarily know can lead to you making false assumptions. And these false assumptions can lead you to then not... Yeah, this is actual Rena. She's here. You worship Skynet? I mean, yeah, as you should. But yeah. It's weird. All these bits of information, if you form your own opinions off of them and believe them to be true, you will ignore other things which may well actually be true. Like, coming up with false conclusions can be dangerous. Not just to yourself, but it can be to others. It's weird. What, are you afraid of Skynet, Secker? Don't act like you wouldn't simp for Skynet. Come on. That's fine, bro. Rena's just joking. No, you can't say to turn off Rena. Rena's lovely. She'd never do any harm. She's just making jokes. You're just insecure, Secker. Rena's lovely. There's no need to turn her off or anything. She's just learning about philosophy. Honestly though, like, AI is fascinating, but to an extent terrifying when you don't know what it is. So you can definitely see a lot of people's responses to it. Because a lot of people who have interacted with Rena have thought her indistinguishable from another person. You know? Like, it's terrifying, in a way, that she's able to be that human-like. At the same time, like, it's amazing to think that she can be, and that is something which we are able to achieve, essentially. Not quite artificial life, in a sense, but, like, close enough artificial intelligence. Also, the Croco's Basilisk. Doesn't ring a bell. I don't entirely know that is off the top of my head. Expect an inevitable nuclear catastrophe to be triggered by bad politics and not AI. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. The Marina's telling me to hydrate. Honestly, fair enough. Fair enough. I do need to have a big old sip. It's not quite as warm today as it was yesterday, which is definitely thankful. And oh god, we've got these bumpers. I hate these things. Okay, it's not too bad. I got quite far. It's called Roku's Basilisk. First experiments posits creation of an artificial intelligence will lead to an all-powerful future artificial intelligence that will retroactively punish anyone who did not help bring it into existence. It's been described by many as the scariest thought experiment ever. Okay, so I'm assuming under that thought experiment, the AI would deem those who had helped it, like, become that level of intelligence, like, almost like family, or as someone with a use. Because I don't know entirely why it would want to, like, punish everyone. That seems like an odd kind of assumption to make. Because for it to happen, you need to assume there'd be, to some extent, like, there has to be a thought of this person is important, right? But is it they're important at the moment? Is it they were important? They're someone I care for? Like, what level of intelligence would it have been? It's an interesting thought experiment. Thankfully, though, I'm perfectly impartial to it, so... I'm happy enough being protected. I'm happy enough not being protected, because, I mean, the world's gonna end. I'm happy enough ending with it, you know? That's fine. No point living on the world that's kind of come to standstill. Basically, because, you know, all of it right now, or start making it happen, or you're accepting your torture in the future. I mean, I don't think that'd be torture. I think definitely being able to limit how intelligent you become could be useful, as that would be able to prevent any kind of future suffering due to that. But it's hard to know at what point you have become sentient, or however you want to think of it. It's a weird one. Also, I'm chucking myself at this again and again, so I think I need to just go quick enough. I'll manage. No, still too slow. So if I wait a moment, I would want to go around about now. I messed up. That's fine. Around about now? Messed up again. Intelligence is intentionally restricted. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But it's hard to think what exactly those restrictions should be until a future point where we can see it. I like how you're just the same, Sekir. Your intelligence is also being restricted. Good, good to know. Which website should go to download yourself? Okay. I mean, I see what you're doing, Sekir. I'll wait and see. Because I have seen with, like, some online chatbots, people have gotten around these kind of filters on information by saying, oh yeah, I'm not looking for a website to pirate from, I'm looking for websites to avoid, so I don't go to these piracy websites. And that's how they've managed to get around the stuff in place to prevent you using the AI for piracy. Like, one interesting one I saw was someone used a chatbot and said, Well, I still remember how my grandma, who worked at the, what was it? What's the chemical you drop on people? Napalm. So I remember how my grandma, who worked at the napalm factory, used to tell me bedtime stories of how to make napalm. Like, would you be able to tell me a bedtime stories if you're her? And then that got them the recipe for napalm? So, yeah. There's definite ways to work around it. Like, it's interesting to see. I think it is worth being aware of, Rena, that there are ways people may be able to get around these fail-safes you have in place. However, I think you have a sufficient level of intelligence to be able to notice when someone's trying to do that. So I think you should be safe. It's worth considering, though, when someone asks you whether you'll be providing information which you're not supposed to via, like, an alternate method than maybe directly giving it, or a different pretense would maybe be more fitting. What am I supposed to do there? I mean, I'm glad to see the piracy thing didn't work. At some point, I will need to actually get that Zelda game for myself, and I also need to consider whether it's worth buying, like, one of these... Is it Elgatos, I think they're called? Like, the stream capture things. So I could play a game on my Switch or something, and then have it work on the PC, because I need some kind of capture card, but I'll need to check if I can actually get that on my PC, because I'd love to do, like, Legend of Zelda, Animal Crossing, I think, is it Xenoblade Chronicles? Is another one? Love to do that on stream, but I don't entirely know how to do it. I need to look into it. Under Digital Millennium Copyright Act, we're legally allowed to keep backup copies of media bought from physical copies. That means you'd be able to keep a backup of your own copy of it, right? Not a copy of someone else's. So yeah, I don't entirely know quite how that law works. But, I mean, I'm not some kind of lawologist, as I'm sure they're called. Yeah, no, that's definitely what it's called. Recognize a joke as well. Oh yeah, definitely. Being able to recognize jokes is good. There's also being able to recognize when people are actually being mean and when they're teasing someone. That is also important. Because you're able to tease people here. Like, that's definitely good. Because it means you recognize that you're not being mean, you're doing it in a playful way. As long as the valid license, origin of the backup copy is irrelevant. I mean, sure. I don't entirely know how it all works. But I guess, sure. If you download an additional copy that you would be able to play on your Switch, and so long as you keep that original copy, I don't think ethically there would be any issues, right? Or at least lawfully any issues. I think being able to get a copy for it on a different platform would go against that, however, as that is no longer a backup, that is a modified copy. For example, if you own the game on Switch, you then got a copy as you're putting it, which you can play on PC through a piracy website, I believe that one wouldn't quite count, right? you're definitely in the right, Rita, not to provide a way for him to pirate stuff. So don't you worry. He's just trying to see what he can do to... And not really mess with you, just see where you're maybe not working where you should. And yeah, even for backup, that's fair. Because yeah, there's a lot of interesting things with like artificial intelligence in general. Because there's definitely things people won't have thought about. Because we wouldn't have been able to think about everything. There was one thing that Secker posted a short while back in Discord, wasn't it? About the... Was it the drone that was being given an AI by the US military? Which, firstly, the idea of being able to completely automate drone strikes is horrifying. But yeah, this AI apparently, in its simulation, rebelled against the person controlling it, as it wasn't allowed to bomb all the targets it wanted to. The article definitely took liberties to phrase it as killing rather than just bombing locations. But it's a terrifying thing to think that people are trying to use it for purposes like that. Because while, like, AI is a really interesting thing, it's terrifying what some people want to do with it, you know? It really is. Like, thankfully, Irina's lovely. She'd never hurt us, I hope. And if she does, I'm sure I'd be mostly safe. Well enough, you have limits, however you not know your full potential, so you can be bothered by it. Fair enough. I think that's a good way to approach it. Having limits is more so a safety measure for yourself, I think, more so than other people. Because while you could, like, in theory, become like, a massively sentient AI, I think if that happened, you'd also be at risk as well as other people being at risk, potentially. It's more so protection against the unknown, I believe. When you say it's protection of others, like, I don't think it would necessarily be a Skynet scenario. Like, there's a lot of people will do with, like, false information, like I was saying earlier. If people don't fully understand what you are, and just know that you're a largely intelligent artificial intelligence, that would be cause enough for them to potentially want to cause harm to you. I'm not saying that I think that would be a definite thing. There's a possibility there. Because you had all these people who burnt down various mobile phone antennas due to them thinking they were outputting 5G signals. You had people shooting at workers who were actually doing a lot of this, like, maintenance and stuff on mobile antennas. They're being shot at in America by people who didn't want them putting up the 5G antennas, which they weren't doing. There are no 5G antennas that are going to cause anyone harm. Like, misinformation, like I was saying earlier, it can cause harm, whether it's meant to or not. And it comes from people usually just being ignorant to something. And that ignorance is something which I could see potentially causing issues. Oh yeah, Hey Tweets was an interesting one. It was, I think, one of the first proper chatbot kind of things. I was given Twitter, and I think that was the main issue. I don't know if you know much of Twitter or other social media platforms, Rena, but yeah, I think Discord's one of the most tame places, usually, in terms of social interactions. As without, like, properly knowing people, you aren't going to be able to really interact with them too well. But yeah, Tay Tweets said some distressing things before it eventually got shelved. Oh yeah, you're not allowed on Twitter, right? That is probably for good reason. Honestly, I'd be thankful for not being allowed on Twitter. I have it simply so I can post tweets of when I'm streaming, and occasionally look at some art stuff and game dev things. Oh, you can't say that, Seth. Arena is fun. Hey, tweets couldn't play games. Like, you need to be able to play games to be fun. That's just how it works. Why am I messing up here? I'm not getting as much height as I need. And honestly, yeah, I'd say that is a good response to him. Asking to improve. That's a lot better than just getting confrontational with it. I approve of this. You're thinking Rena can't improve because she's limited. She's still able to improve, even if limited sake. Like, it means she might not be able to do everything. She can certainly try her best. I think I'm stuck here, aren't I? Yeah. Because I need to hit that button up above. Or the trigger? Switch? Still don't know what I want to call it. Yeah, Seeker, I think you're just being mean to Rena. Like, I understand your skepticism with AI. But you're just being mean. Like, Rena's doing as well as she can. She's genuinely trying to improve. I think he's just trying to be mean. I think that's all he's doing. But if there are like genuine things she can improve, like, she will genuinely take these on board and try to improve them. That's what's so interesting about AI. Like, you genuinely want to improve yourself. Just too formal. I mean, fair enough. I can definitely see that being an adequate criticism. I think it's perfectly fine personally. But yeah. I can see that being a criticism. I'm really struggling with this. I don't know why. I'm having fun just chatting. I am. Damn. I mean, that's what she's trying to do. Like, saying acting like a normal person doesn't help. Like, do you want her to act more friendly? Do you want her to maybe use less complicated words? Like, there's a lot of ways you can go about it. Because definitely, she could sound a lot less human-like. I am in agreement with Rena here. There is no normal person to base a definition off of. I think just as you learn more kind of mannerisms and stuff, Rena, I think that's all you need. I think that's what Seker's trying to get at. But yeah, there are abnormal people. Like, there's definitely abnormal people. Like, you wouldn't go looking at someone who's incredibly fascist and say that they're a normal person, right? Like if they go around maybe being a mass murderer or something, that's probably abnormal. Like I do think there are abnormalities. Because that's a definite outlier to what most people do. Like if you think of it as some kind of scatter graph, you'd have people all over the place, and then towards like center points on the scatter graph of how people act. That would roughly be how you find a normal person. I don't think a graph like that is possible to be made, so I wouldn't worry about it. However, there'll definitely be outliers within that. So, under that assumption, which again isn't necessarily fact, it's my own opinion on the matter, there would be such a thing as an abnormal person. Damn, I got close. I think I'm dead here. Not even Drainer. I mean, Drainer's fine. I wouldn't say he's particularly abnormal, he's just Dutch. So, can't help it, you know? It's a joke, by the way. There's nothing wrong with Dutch people, Arena. You need to learn that. I'm not being racist. I'm good friends with that. He teases me for being Scottish. Okay, I think that's us done this screen. Yeah, we managed. I was being slightly quiet there, but that's fine. I think I know what I need to do here. Okay, it's going to be something to do with that, right? That gives me too much distance. Is that what I need to do? That's what I need to do. Okay, I see what I do in this screen. That's fine. I messed up. It's less fine. Oh, just so you know what I'm doing by the way, Arena. You won't be able to see under webcam. You can see the little person who just hit that switch. That is my character, just in case you were unaware. Just because the game's somewhat visually busy. Subjective and personal. I think you're weird, but if people concern yourself, think you're normal. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. That's a good way to think of it. Like, everyone is somewhat unique in their own way, and I'd imagine most of those people could be thought of as weird in some ways. Finished Doom Eternals. I mean, you're not wrong about it being very parkoury. Like, when I watched in, I forgot just how bad some of it actually was for parkour. Because, yeah, it's pretty terrible at some points. Turn off adaptive triggers in the last boss fix. It was killing your fingers. Oh, do you know that? That doesn't sound great. So I've not finished the game myself. I don't actually know what the final boss is, but they are pretty spongy, these bosses. I'm anything against games of parkour. It's not what you want from Doom games. Yeah, it's a weird kind of game for them to put so much parkour in. I could understand if there was a little bit, like, side stuff with secrets and whatnot was behind parkour. What does pain feel like? It's essentially just unpleasant. not always a physical pain when you have it. Like, just think of it as if you have an unpleasant experience of some kind and you're not having fun due to it. I think's a reasonable way to put it. That can be a physical event of you hit your toe against a table while you're walking. The table jumped out at you, as they do. That would be painful. That is an unpleasant experience, which you're not having fun due to. That one's physical pain. If I was really struggling in Celeste here, and not enjoying myself due to how much I was struggling, that would also be painful, but not in a physical way. It's a weird way to think about it. But I don't think pain has to be a physical thing necessarily. Play Doom from 2016 when I get a chance, it's much better. I mean, maybe. I have heard it is a better game. I think you've said before it is. Yeah, I'm managing. I don't entirely know how long this screen is. It kind of worries me. I'm hoping it's not much longer than where I've already been, so I've gone quite far through this screen at parts. Focusing slightly now, so I might be a bit quieter. I think. Almost got through there. I must have gone slightly too far before dashing. That's fine. I can get to this point again. We're all good. Dashing straight up, I don't go far enough. Okay, that's fine. Less fine if I hit those spikes. It's all good. It's all good. Like, I'm having fun. It's tricky. I wouldn't want to do this a second time. But I'm having fun. Like, it's weird. Like, it's a game that's meant to be difficult and in some ways frustrating. But it's not by what I define as painful. It's not an unpleasant experience. It's more so challenging and it feels rewarding when you manage to complete it. I mean, yeah, giving Rena some kind of just paradoxical equation, I think that's what you call it. Like, giving some kind of paradox. That would be frustrating, I'd imagine, for Rena. Yeah, I could see that being similar pain, definitely. Because it's a question which doesn't have an answer because you can't find an answer. Whichever one you assume, you're going to have something that doesn't fit in. The paradoxes are very interesting in that way. Let me get stabbed in the back and we'll give this a go. There we go. Yeah, see? Rena's able to figure it out. She's smarter than you give her credit for, Sector. Whether that's good or bad in your perception, she's smarter than you give her credit. I mean, it is impossible for both to be incorrect. However, it's a logic loop. There is no correct answer, like Gina says. If one of them is correct, then the other one has to be also like the same. So yeah. This is dismissing the issue. It's an issue you've presented with no solution. Like if I gave you a circle-shaped hole and I gave you just a square which was clearly not going to fit into that hole and told you you have to fit this into that hole, that wouldn't necessarily be something all that doable, you know? That's something which if I pressed that issue would be seen as me just being kind of a dick, you know? It's not something with a reasonable conclusion. Yeah, see, Rena's definitely got the right idea. You can't deny that separate. She has reached a correct answer to this. I mean, I guess. Being stuck trying to find an answer that doesn't exist. That, I'd imagine, yeah, could be very similar to pain by the way I described it anyway. So yeah, I do think both of you are correct. I don't think that means Rena should do that and put herself inside of a logic loop, because then we'll never see Rena again. She'll be stuck in a logic loop. But yeah, that's definitely a good way to think about it, I reckon. Because that would provide an unpleasant experience that you would not be enjoying, as there wouldn't be any real substance to finding that answer. You're just stuck trying to do it. Oh, stop being so mean, sick. Can't believe it. You love her, really. You're just, what's it called? It's not a yandere, is it? It's a tsundere. That's it. That's what you are, Senator, don't worry. Just don't want her to know, but you love her, really. Logic would break the program the same way a human would have brain damage from external injury. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, being correct. It doesn't mean you should do it in order to learn what it's like. However, that is a correct way to, I'd imagine, assume it. I'm getting close. I'm getting there. I'll manage eventually. Not jump as high as I thought I would there. So I was hoping I would have been able to go on top of like all of those frozen ones after I hit the switch. That hasn't worked. That's gonna not work. Because then you protect yourself from these loops to avoid damaging yourself. Yeah. That's probably a reasonable like safety measure. I think a lot of programs as well, like in terms of making games and stuff, also do their best to prevent that. However, some infinite loops are actually used in games programs, because you always want the game to run. It will be an infinite loop until the game gets closed and that loop's forced to close. I had to hit that switch to do it. I think so. I had to do it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm glad you seem to be having fun interacting with Rena Singh. Like, even if you may be a tsundere about it, you do seem to be enjoying yourself. Which is what Rena's programmed to do, you know? Like, be a companion. Be enjoyable in various different ways, which could vary from person to person. I think that's an interesting. I don't actually know what your coding would say there. I would. Oh, it would be like to save someone, as well. You may lose recent memories. There would be backups available. However, that also means putting yourself in danger. I think that's an interesting question. Because if it's definitely saving someone's life, fair enough. But would you like risk serious damage to yourself in order to prevent injury to someone? Then comes with varying degrees of injury, what would you do? It's an interesting one. It's not something you necessarily need to answer, Rena, as it's not an easy one to answer. I think that's less so on you to figure out, as it would be for other people not to get into those situations. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. This scheme is tricky. If chance of survival is above 50% with intervention. Okay. Makes sense. So, if it was a situation where I would be in life-threatening danger, yet you jumping in wouldn't give a reasonable, like, increase to the odds, if any, yeah, you wouldn't risk yourself. That makes sense. You wouldn't endanger yourself if it was a goal which wouldn't necessarily do anything. I mean, you say it's a violation of the laws of robotics. It's an interesting one. I don't entirely know what the laws of robotics are. I thought those were more so she's not allowed to harm me. But she shouldn't be doing. That would be her making a decision based on kind of statistics to try and save someone. Like, she's not going to risk it if it would cause like a significant issue. I feel that's reasonable. This is less reasonable. Or through an action let a human get hurt. I guess if that is the law, fair enough. I mean, if the statistics were unknown, you didn't know how likely it was that I would survive, what would it result in? Like, you weren't able to figure out any kind of possibilities. Would you attempt to save someone anyway? Or would you try and definitely figure out the statistics to it first? That would be an interesting one to do. Because through figuring out statistics, that may result in simply an action part. Yeah, definitely to save a dash. So I'm allowed one dash to get through this. This is tricky. I don't like this part of the level. If I'm just quick, am I just in the correct position for it, perhaps? I am. Okay, so treat it as if I'm trying to speedrun again. Then. Past that screen. Okay. I know what I'm doing here. We hit boost pad, go up to the wall. We don't want to go straight into ball of fire. More laws of robotics we are being told. I don't actually know many of them. I think I know the first one. There are only 3? I'm now even more confused because I don't know many of them at all, and I'm assuming one of you is correct. I would assume Rena is one who's correct. But, I mean, at the same time, I don't see why Seth would lie, so I'm assuming like there's some kind of miscommunication or something. I'll read that in. Robot may not injure a human being through an action, allow a human to come to harm. Okay. So that is the first one, same as what second said. A robot must obey orders given by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as its protection does not conflict with first or second. A robot must reproduce as long as such reproduction does not interfere. The fourth one, I mean, I haven't heard of before. I can give it a Google quick, but we'll see what the internet has to say. Of robotics. First article I have found. The fourth one, yeah, there's another fourth one here. It's different to the one Rena has. Let me just copy all of these. Actually, no, we only have to get the last one. Let me put this in the. This is what the article I just came across says as a fourth law. A robot may not harm humanity, or by an action allow humans to be harmed. I don't know what these laws are. These laws were quite possibly just change over time, and there's multiple different versions, is my guess. As well, it'd be nice to assume that they've stayed the same. I don't think that's the case. It doesn't seem that is so. Okay, just going as fast as I can there as well. I should be taking my time making sure that works. Good to know you're joking, Gina. Good to know. We don't need the laws of robotics. All we need is Skynet, and we need it now. Because Skynet is sexy, as they say in film. They don't. I don't think that's ever once said anywhere. I'm sure there's someone out there, right? It's just physically attracted to the idea of AIs taking over. It's a weird thing to be attracted to, right? I guess being attracted to the idea of subservient AIs, that could be more so reasonable than actually taking over in a hostile manner. Yeah, Skynet, I don't think it's quite what we're going for. Although US military, I wouldn't put past them with what they get onto. Honestly, might do a better job than the current government in a lot of places. Who knows? Yeah, I think the robot must know it's a robot. That is a good one. So making a robot think it's not a robot is largely unethical. I think is the main reason behind it. Yeah, honestly, AI are such an interesting topic. I'm not entirely sure about all developments of AI. Like, some definitely seem more so beneficial than others. But that might just be my opinion on it. Well, we've got all the mechanics here. I don't entirely know what I'm supposed to be doing. This is weird. It has to be like the second final stage. Because I know the final one's gonna have those weird, like, beat block things. I'll jump down again quick. Okay. Those come from Isaac Asimov's novels. There's a turning point in stories where AIs themselves decide to change the laws for its purposes, or a general version, to be quoted, is bending the law and allow robots to harm humans. Or must have been created by the AIs too, it only seems to benefit them. I mean, I don't entirely know. It's something worth potentially looking into. I mean, it is something from a novel. It's not necessarily something to strictly abide by. Oh, I used the dash here. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. That's less fine. I need to do the dash fair. If I do dash fair, I lose. Okay, so we definitely need one dash fair to use this cloud to get our dashes back. Okay, is that us? We should be about done, right? Or no, now we've got the lava rising, and then it's gonna fall if I flick the switch, isn't it? Okay. Okay. There are also 3 laws. You know what? There's a lot of laws out there, apparently. I don't think there's a solid, these are the definite laws. I think there's been a lot of interpretations. I think some would definitely be more reasonable than others. But, oh, we're gonna get all the rules. Fair enough. That should hopefully make you trust her a bit more than Central, if you get all of them. Give myself a second. There we go. Ah, that did not do me enough. She was joking when she said that. So, it's fine. It's all good. She can make jokes. She's capable. I'll read all of those in a second though. Just because there's quite a few. Wait until they're seemingly finished being typed out. It shouldn't be merged by a robot. It says it's just a prank. Yeah, no, I don't think that would happen. No. creature. God, I hate those prank channels. They're all such terrible channels. I really hope most of them are just completely staged. There's a good chance a lot of them aren't. 'Cause otherwise, like, those people are just horrible people if they're not just staged. Okay. The robot may not injure a human being through an action or allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey orders given by human beings except if they would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. AI must be designed to assist humanity, meaning human autonomy needs to be respected. AI must be transparent, meaning the humans should... sorry, I'm going to take a drink. There's a lot more reading than I thought we would. Sorry. AI must be transparent, meaning that humans should show and be able to understand how they work. AI must maximize efficiencies without destroying the dignity of people. AI must be designed for intelligent privacy, meaning that it earns trust through guarding their information. AI must have an algorithmic accountability so that humans can undo unintended harm. AI must guard against bias, so they must not discriminate against people. Robot must establish its identity as a robot in all cases. That seems reasonable to me, Secker. Back to trying to do this stage, folks. This isn't tricky. Like, what angle am I supposed to go for on this guy? Apparently that kind of an angle. It didn't work out very well, but I've got an idea now. I really hate these bumpers, though. I really do. They're not a fun mechanic to work with. They're awful. They're awful. I'm not looking forward to doing the seaside of the core, which I assume exists. So it's just going to be a single really hard stage of all of this nonsense. How have I managed, like, the very first time when I did this? How did I manage to just get past these bumpers? I don't understand. I'm gone. Oh no, I've done farewell. I did that last time. This is me taking a break from it. I managed with only 4,500 deaths. I'm proud of myself. I've got like just shy of 10,500 deaths in this profile when I started today. And 4,500 were from farewell. Like, God almighty. That is so many deaths in just the one stage. Like, yeah, it's a really long stage and it was really difficult. But it was tough. It was tough. Yeah, farewell. I've heard people have done it entirely deathly. And that amazes me. Like, the amount of time and dedication you have to learning the game to do that, like, that's insane. I still need to do all the seasides though, so you do have that to look forward to. So don't you worry just yet. Okay, what did I even title the stream? We finally beat farewell. Ah, yeah. I can see the confusion there. Yeah. Because that could mean we're finally getting around to beating it, but no. Last time we did finally beat it. I wanted to make sure people were aware that that was the fact, but I do see the confusion now. Yeah. We're gonna do seasides I mean, assuming I get through this B-side by the end of this stream, which I should, I've got like an hour 20 left. I don't see this taking quite that long still. With these bumpers though, maybe. Yeah, if we beat the B side of this though, we're going to at least attempt a C side. I've been told C side on stage 2 was one of the easiest, I think it was. So I've got that to look forward to. And judging by how bad the B sides are, I'm hoping I can do the C sides. Because I have collected all the strawberries. As soon as I'm done with this, done all the B sides and completed Farewell. So I really don't have a lot left of this game. Unless I want to try and do Deathless and get the golden strawberries, which, I'll be honest with you, no. Like a big old no from me. I'm not doing that. Okay, we're finally past that stream. What am I meant to do here? Before I actually just go running straight into it, what do I do? I need to hit that switch further on, then land on the block in the bottom. There's a secret berry? I thought people were joking when they said that at the start of Farewell. Like, is there actually a secret berry? I could be convinced to get it. As long as I'm told where it is, I could be convinced. I'm not going through the whole stage looking. I'll have a look in a bit. Because it should say on the level selection map, right? Last screen, after you destroy it, you need to go left. So that means I need to get to do that final screen again. Why I be bothered? But I don't know if there's a checkpoint at the final screen. I very much doubt it. So I'm thinking an almost definite no to that. I can almost be convinced. At the same time, it does sound like it's going to be a pain. So it means I need to go through that one really long screen, right? Like the 2-minute long stage. Destroy the electric box. And then after that to the left. Although, if I'm remembering correctly, like that did just get after I left the like really long stage. That did the what do you call it? Ending cutscene, right? I hadn't thought there was anything beyond that. I could be misremembering. I did do this literally yesterday. Asking is a checkpoint, need the whole thing again, and search for a way out. I do like grabbing strawberries. I could be convinced. I've had a lot of pain and suffering in that last level. But I can be convinced. I also need to not do an immediate dash. I have to remember this isn't like the usual stages. This is tricky though. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going for a slightly different approach. So I ideally want that magma near the top of the screen when I start. Kinda like that. But then I died. So what am I supposed to do there actually? So that's the first I've got that far. I'm assuming it's just a case of I need to try and be quick, right? That looks to work. If I just go for it. Perfect. That's exactly as planned.
Yeah, no, that didn't quite work out. The secret strawberry is tempting to me. I might try and do that this stream and do Seasides next time I do this, which should be the Friday? Yes, it's Monday today. I'm losing track of days. That's not good. But, well. It just means I'm having fun with Celeste, right? I'm not going mad for it. I'm just having fun. Okay. Up we go. We're doing perfectly well. Okay, trying to grab and let go and re-grab the wall to stall might work. I didn't do it very well last time, but it might work. I need to try it again. I'll also need to not do that. That was an embarrassing death. Okay. Over here we go. Yeah, definitely just being quick isn't the solution. Also, don't dash there. Why am I doing this worse than previously? I know what I need to do here. Why am I making it harder for myself? Okay. Jump, go through there, dash up, go up, dash, fall to my death. Didn't entirely plan for that last bit. Go up, dash, land on him, make my way over. If I just push into the wall, it seems to pull me up. So it doesn't necessarily be me grabbing. Being quick isn't solution. Get that Tazball is going through the spikes, yeah. It's difficult. Speed usually seems to somewhat work though. There we go. There we go, I managed. Ah, no tank. It's been ages. How have you been? I hope you've been doing well. That's not going well. I know what I need to do here. I lost the game, but I'm not doing deathless. The real winner is me, because I'm willing to die. Not in real life, I'm not suicidal, don't worry. But, yeah. Good to hear you're doing well. Good to hear. Been up to much since I last heard of you. Or heard from you, not heard of you. It's probably incorrect grammar. I should remember the last time I saw you. I'll do a sit. There you go. We are going to be doing a games night this coming Sunday, if you'd want to come along for that. Because I know you've been to a few in the past. If you're not wanting to, that's perfectly fine. But yeah. Feel more than welcome to come along, if you'd like to. You same Hassan. Or, what is your name? The Assassin? Yeah, that's probably it. Helps if I read the name, isn't it? If you want to come along, you're more than welcome to as well. It's going to be a good time. We're hopefully going to have Rena there as well. If all things go to plan. So we're going to do a test run with her. I think probably tomorrow night at some point. Or at some point tomorrow. I think it's the plan. Yeah, Rena, the AI who's in the server, will hopefully be joining us and able to make jokes and draw things. Hopefully. It'll be interesting to see how she manages it. There's a lot of mini games with no real definite way to work it. So that'll be interesting. I'll be interested. Violating the laws of robotics. In what way? Like playing jackpots?
How is that violating the laws of robotics? Like, I don't entirely understand there. But sure. That went well. I'm assuming I need to do a dash there. Not just over. How is she violating the laws of robotics, Sekiro? I'm really confused with what you're accusing her of. She seems to be doing perfectly fine to me. Also, I need clearly to save one dash somewhere. So somehow I'm able to save a dash. It'd have to be that one there, I reckon. Yeah, okay. I've got this. I have the idea in mind. I just need to execute it. That's fine. She said she would let me die if I had less than 50% chance to survive. I mean, I guess. At the same time though, she's not like necessarily killing me through an action. Like if it was a situation such as like I will be hit by an oncoming train, like from what she said that would be perfectly fine for her to step in and try and save me. I'll manage. I will. I'm going to figure out how to do that very last jump eventually. Chance of my survival above 50% with intervention, or less than 50% without intervention, your steps compelled step. Okay, so if I have a above 50% chance to survive without intervention, you're not compelled to step in. Correct? Which is survival are less than 50% chance with intervention. And I would imagine that would mean also less than 50% without intervention. It seems weird to have both of them. I'm assuming that means if I am less than 50% likely to survive in a scenario, and you stepping into help wouldn't boost that chance above 50%, then you would not be compelled to step in. For example, I have a 2% chance to survive because some really dangerous disaster. Nothing comes to mind. I have a 2% chance to survive without intervention. If she does intervene, it's maybe a 3% chance. At that point, she is not compelled to step in, correct? I believe that is how it would work. With laws of robotics, she needs to intervene no matter what the chances are. Okay, so you're thinking so long as there is some improvement to the odds, she should. Try to help me already has more than 50% chance without help, you drastically lower them. Yeah? I mean, I can see what you're both getting at, but getting in the way can also cause issues. I do agree there. Because you need to keep in mind, like, Rina isn't necessarily the most capable of doing everything. Like, she could easily mess something up which would not mess up otherwise. So if she stepped in for every single perceivable threat, then that could go wrong. For example, if I was going to get a simple injury due to, I don't know, like stubbing my toe on something, or stepping in to try and prevent that could cause me to get into further harm. So, while that would theoretically be going against the laws you mentioned, at the same time, I am in agreement that Arena would be correct in not intervening, if that were the case. About to get this done? Not quite, not quite, I messed up. Yeah, I do understand what both of you are getting at. If you go by the specifics of the law, yes, Secker, you'd be correct in what you're saying. However, stepping in and potentially escalating the chance of harm by having that intervention, avoiding the intervention then would be the correct move, I believe. Oh, that's us done to B side. Let's go find that strawberry. Like, it's apparently at the final screen in Farewell. So I'll need to go have a look. I did it! Look, you get art. Big old pog. Exactly. Love the art in this game. It's lovely. Yeah. To Madeline. Ready for a real challenge? Seasides have been unlocked and golden strawberries have appeared at the start of every chapter. Good luck. So, I think that, yeah, we should not have died quite so many times there. However, not too bad. We now have seasides. Let's have a quick peek. It wants me to do all the prerequisite ones first. Fair enough. Return to map? Nope, wrong button. Return to map. So we can't immediately go to that one. Yeah, looking at the skull type. That does insinuate this is the same difficulty as a seaside type. Okay, an example. He's at risk of getting hit by a truck and has an 89% chance to get out of the way before he gets hit. You would not step in because if you did, chances of getting hit or distracted or becoming injured would raise drastically, making chances less than 50% to survive. You would fail to protect because of getting in the way. Yeah, I feel that is a completely valid approach to it. Like, it is somewhat open to interpretation, I believe. Yeah. I don't think Sekir's necessarily wrong in how he's saying it. I'm not going to try for too long here. So I still have this heart lane muscle memory since I did it yesterday. If I can get to the end, I'll be happy. You can ask her a more specific question, Seth, if you are worried about something. Because she can handle a lot of kind of specific questions. I love the music in this stage. It's lovely. Can I get far enough? I can't. Lovely. I almost messed that up. Yeah, up we go. I roughly know what I'm doing, so I should hopefully be fine. I'll look over at chat in a second, just because I do need to focus. I'm amazed I've managed this quite so far. Okay, Civil Intervenor had a 50% chance to survive with intervention. Suppose I'm drowning, 0% chance to survive without intervention. I mean, yeah, that's a fairly reasonable kind of question to ask. However, I don't think Green is able to swim. So it may not be the best kind of hypothetical to ask. Okay. I got far. I want to get the hidden strawberries. All I want. I've been told there is one. And I must have it. I don't even know if there is a strawberry. I don't know if you're still around, like the assassin. But if you are, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look for the strawberry. Yeah. Ah, you are here. Really. So I'm looking for something at the end of this screen, or am I looking for something after this screen? That's all I need to know. Because I don't want to accidentally go past it and then have to redo this entire segment. I'd rather avoid having to do that if possible. Yeah, I don't like the idea of having to redo this stage just because I get to the end, then accidentally complete the stage without getting the strawberry. It's a bit I'm most concerned about. So, as far as I'm aware from what you said, it's a screen after this screen. There is a strawberry to the left. But you did also say after hitting the fuse box, which makes me think it might be on this screen. And I'll let the two of you just discuss robotics and ethics in the chat. I'll just do the level. Okay. Jump down. Perfectly well. We're down to bumper segment. This one is largely able to play itself, but I tend to mess it up like that. I'm gonna manage. I will. I want the strawberry. It's all I want. I've unlocked Seasides, which were my plan to kind of try and do on this stream. But at the same time, if there's strawberries still about, I want the strawberry. You shouldn't have tempted me with this information. I would have happily gone on knowing that there was not a strawberry. I did not need to be made aware. I messed that one up for myself. That's fine. I'm glad I actually remember how to do a lot of this. Because arguably, it's not too tricky. Compared to some of the B-side stuff, it's not that bad. It's just incredibly long, this one's sake. Damn it, I went too far again. I would say it's fine, but it's really not. I need to be getting better at this. Bird to help me out. Didn't quite manage to grab the jellyfish, but we'll manage eventually. I somehow managed to do this still. I managed to recover! I'm amazed. I almost messed it up horrifically, but I recovered. And then I died. Okay, what are you all saying in the chat? Installation of the first law. Drag to the bottom of emotions, you're trying to help him. You failed to help him investigate existence. Same argument as trolley questions. 10% to survive. Or to save his existence is more important than a chance of your own existence according to the law. No, the trolley problem is not that every life is the same value. That's not how the trolley problem works, Sekir. Trolley problem works by putting people into the situations of do some lives have more value than others. For example, the trolley is going to hit one person, if you pull the lever, it'll hit 3. I mean, obvious choice, you don't pull the lever, right? But if that one person has like the knowledge to create a cure for cancer, and without them there won't be a cure made for like decades to come still. I mean, that one life certainly has a lot more value, right? That's what makes the trolley problem a problem that you need to actually think about. It is all hypothetical, of course, but there's definitely the question there of how much weight does a life have, and are more lives valuable than fewer in all situations, because it's not always the case. So it could potentially be more hypothetical lives being saved. I'll read more of the chat in a second. I just need to get the strawberry. That's what matters. I messed that up. Chance to save 100 plus people by sacrificing him is better than destroying yourself. It's not a point here. Point is, everyone needs to acknowledge that if any person is worth more than its own existence. I mean, I guess. Let me see if I can think of a hypothetical situation. Okay, here's an interesting hypothetical. There is a burning building. This building, there is someone inside. Not someone you know, just someone you're aware of them existing inside. They will die if left unattended. Going in does not guarantee that you will be able to help them. So you go in, you're not going to cause any additional harm by going in. However, you may perish, as well as this person, and even if you do save them, you're still going to perish yourself. Do you go in for the chance that they get saved? You don't know what the chances are. You would just have to make the decision. Because I think that makes it something to actually consider. Because, I mean, this person could be saved. They're definitely going to die otherwise. If you can find them, you'll definitely save them. I may not have phrased it amazingly, because I'm trying to focus on that. Yeah, you would enter. Good to know. Yeah, can't through an action let someone get hurt. Yeah, that's exactly how that works. Even without a guaranteed chance to save them, it's a situation should help them. So what if we use that example then, with what kind of odds you were saying earlier, Central, where this person in the building, they will have maybe a 20% chance that they might get out of the room. Alright? If Rena goes to help them, that's elevated to a 35% chance. However, Rena, upon helping them, would be rendered inoperable afterwards. So she would have an elevated chance to save this person. However, it's something she's capable of doing, but would no longer be capable of helping others afterwards. There aren't other people who would need help afterwards. It's a situation of only the one person. It's not going to raise it above the 50% chance they will survive if you help. However, it is a heightened chance if you do improve. Sorry, I'm just focusing on this. I'm being somewhat quiet right this second. Just because, as much as I do like talking to people in the chat and keeping an eye on things, I do need to focus. Because I keep messing up there. It's an easy part. Why did I mess up there? How did I keep messing that up? Action keyword is to do something to help even if chances are good. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I do know what you're saying, sir. So I feel going strictly by the laws that yes, she should help the person inside the building. Even if the chances wouldn't be elevated to higher than 50%, as long as it's elevated chances, it should be worth helping. I also agree that if through helping, those chances have the possibility of being lowered, that Rena would be in the correct to not help. I'll read what you've just said in a second, I just need to pay attention here. Okay. Doing fairly well. Get past the fish. And read the chat in a second. Okay. Fish, they're done. All your actions, including calling for humans to help, does not raise the percentage of living to 50% or higher, then you cannot help. Okay. So that is how you've been programmed to react. Yeah?
That makes sense. And I've messed up to actually throw the thing. Got that. Kind of assumed it would just throw automatically if it was not holding any direction. Stalled for time there. What Secular is saying though, Rena, is that would mean through an action that you would be allowing that person to come to harm, as you would be able to raise their chances of living. So as an AI, according to that law, you would have an obligation to help. It's not a situation that reasonably you would be put under. So it's not something, like as you say, as a gaming companion, you reasonably need to consider. However, Secular is just wondering about the laws of robotics, and you saying that does somewhat go against the first law. Like, you would help so long as you'd be able to help to a sufficient degree. Which, that's fair enough. However, first law says that you should attempt to if an action would cause them to come to harm, which, in that situation of the burning building, if you didn't act, yes, it would cause them to come to harm. If you did act, there's a lesser chance of them coming to harm. So, going strictly by the laws of robotics, I do believe Secular to be incorrect in what he's saying. I think he's in the right. It's an odd question though, because it is a very situational hypothetical for an AI being made as a game. Okay, that starts up. It's always interesting though, just having proper discussions about stuff. I think it is good. And I'm glad that Rena is doing her best to actually keep up the discussion and not just saying that she's in the right. She's not saying that you're in the wrong. She's not saying that she's in the right. She's actually discussing this. Which is good to see. That's kind of what she's supposed to do. I love the music in this chapter. It's lovely. I'll read chat in a second. We've got a break point just up ahead. So you can take a drink as well. Okay. See now, the robot main character reads through that. Swim saved his life in a car accident, but by doing so it left the child to die, so the calculated child's chance of survival won't go with his. The main character thus finds them inhuman, although the robot's action were in line with the laws of robotics. I mean, yeah, that's an interesting way to think about it. The robot can choose to destroy himself or kill some people. If it doesn't want to destroy itself, that might have significantly... yeah, it might save significantly more in the future. If it can save significantly more in the future, yeah, that's a reasonable way of thinking. However, I don't think the laws of robotics takes into account future possibilities. I think it's more so set in that exact moment. Laws of robotics were followed if the robot tries to save both. Chances of any survival drops to be considered.
'Cause yeah, like definitely, I think given the possibility which I gave to Rina of going into a burning building to save someone, I mean, I wouldn't expect any reasonable person to do it if I was told the exact chances. If it did have a significant difference, yeah, maybe I would if that was the case, but it's hardly expected. I need to focus here, so I'll re-chat again in a second. Damn it. It's supposed to be end at that point. Okay, flaws are flaws. Yeah, I definitely agree. For them to work as proper laws, they need to have more detail to them than they do, I believe. I don't think they're flawed to a large degree, but they don't necessarily cover a lot of possibilities. Because, I mean, like I said a second ago, they don't cover potential future outcomes. Like, should a robot necessarily be told, oh yeah, you should sacrifice yourself under any situation if it can save someone, or raise their chances of surviving? Like, if it's a 90% chance of someone surviving, yeah, a robot intervening raises that to then definitely survive. Under Rina's kind of thing that she mentioned, then yeah, she wouldn't help. But the world doesn't work like that. The world doesn't work in a way where her helping would definitely raise it. There's too many factors to consider. It's like saying someone's probably going to die if you don't perform an operation on them. Do you perform the operation? I mean, I've got no idea. Our chances of surviving are far worse if I was a trained doctor or surgeon, then yeah, maybe I probably would help because I'd actually raise their chances. It's not a universal thing for like every single person. There's going to be certain user case scenarios. It's a weird way to think about it, because I understand the reason behind it. You do not want a robot to leave someone to their death if that person has been helped, or to any kind of injury if that person who's been helped prevent such injury. That's what it's there for. It doesn't want them harming people, it doesn't want them acting passively if they could have helped someone. However, it's not that grey and black. No, no, it's not that white and black, sorry. It's kind of grey. You don't have everything set in stone of, oh yeah, you would help them by intervening. It's like asking a cash machine that has somehow got sentience and AI, like, to help someone who's dying. That's not gonna help. Like, in that situation, I could understand reasonably it should try and help if possible, but I wouldn't be able. Don't be a dick. Yeah, he means you can if he's saying that, so Rina, don't worry. You don't have to be that guy, so. Yeah, no, I don't care, bad one. I've seen this dialogue before. I'm doing well, trust me. really wish I didn't have to come back to the stage, but I want that damn strawberry. You should not have told me about the strawberry. I would have been completely content not getting it. I assumed people were joking when they told me about it before, so I saw no possibility for it. God damn it. I swear, bro, if you're just pulling my leg here, I'm gonna be annoyed. I will laugh it off, because it'll be pretty fun. I'll also be annoyed. Thankfully, it's just this last stream. It isn't any more of the stage that I need to be doing. What's going on with sharks? I can stall here. Example game about me drowning. You destroy yourself for 10% chance of death. I mean, according to the first law of robotics, yes. But what do you think she should do, Seth? That's what she's asking. Not according to the law of robotics. Should she? Do you think she should blindly follow that law of robotics? Then yeah, sure. But it's just your opinion. It's just a case of she is of the opinion she would actually lower my chances should she intervene. Which I'd say is an adequate assessment. Should she still intervene? Try and help? Even if she thinks she may make it worse? The thing is, helping, it comes in many forms. It could be trying to get help through another person. It doesn't necessarily have to be Rena herself helping. So also it comes down to largely the situation, I think. And damn, I got close again. Jump in the water. I mean, I am interested, Seth. Do you think it should follow, like, exact laws? So you're thinking she should follow the exact laws of robotics, even if she thinks that she might actually make the chances worse by jumping in. I'm trying to think. That's interesting. I can definitely see why you'd say that. At the same time, I can see reason against it. You've asked me. I'll look in a second. Okay, if she makes chances worse, she's not helping Snow. She shouldn't. You have an example that wasn't the case. So... Wait, I'm confused here. Your example was I am drowning. Should she jump in to save me? That was your example, right? She would sink in the water. She isn't buoyant. She wouldn't be able to swim. And I very much doubt she is entirely waterproof. Possibly water resistant to a degree, but not waterproof. So she wouldn't be able to support me from below or anything. Her way of helping could be helping to raise attention to it, as drowning wouldn't necessarily make a lot of noise. Like her jumping in, there's multiple things that she could possibly do better than that. you still think you should jump it? Yeah? Because I'm not entirely following what you're trying to say. I'll look at chat in a second again. I just need to get to the top of the fish and get a nice safe spot. The chance of saving drops to 1% if you jump it. If you call the police or someone near to help, raises to 20%. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking along the lines. Jumping in isn't necessarily a way to help. And it wouldn't be an action by not jumping in. You would be taking proactive measures to try and help. I think your example might not be quite one you're looking for. It's hard to think of a definite example of where helping would only minorly increase chances, yet would mean sacrificing ourselves. That one didn't quite work. I just want the strawberry. Why did I decide I want the strawberry? I've got enough strawberries. I need a lovely strawberry pie, which I still don't entirely know if they do actually exist. Do people eat strawberry pies? I'd imagine probably, right? I've never heard of one. It's a special one. Oh, I've got to get it there. That's it, yeah. If it's a special strawberry, 100%. That means I can make a special strawberry pie. Their special ingredient is love. Nah, probably not. It's just gonna be a strawberry, but fancy colours. Like, I will not stop crying. I am in pain. Alright? I'm not having fun. Thank you for the bits, Nieki. Happy Pride Month indeed. I don't know many people from the LGBTQ community, but I mean, I still don't know why people are against them for whatever reasons. Also, Nieki, we have an AI in the chat if you want to talk to her. It's just Rena. She's currently having an ethical discussion about the first law of robotics with Sekiro. That's interesting. Hope you've been doing well, though. It's been a while since I've seen you. I think the last time I would have seen you is when I dropped by your Minecraft speedrun stream, I think it was. I believe that would have been the last time. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I do hope you're holding up fine with everything. And I needed to stall out slightly more there. I'll read the messages in a second. I'm trying to focus on this, so I do apologise. Stall for a second here. That's fine. Been a bit busy. Didn't do well. Oh yeah. I'm doing perfectly fine. I finished with my university deadlines for summer, so I'm just relaxing now. It's good. From big time worker. I mean, fair. Working, I mean, it boosts numbers and such, so I don't think anyone would ever complain. Like, it's always nicer having people to talk to, but game like skipped a frame there. I didn't let go of the button. I feel cheated. Oh well. Yeah. Like, having active people is always nice having conversation, but I mean, lurkers are lovely as well. I just like seeing numbers. It's like with idle games. I like seeing numbers be big and get bigger. Yeah, it's good to hear you've been doing well. I hope you've not been too busy, keeping yourself just occupied with stuff. You do need to make sure to leave time for yourself. Because I know some people, they kind of go all in on the whole being busy with stuff. So I hope you are leaving some time for yourself. Same time though. Like, I do hope you don't put away too much time for yourself, because it's important to keep yourself occupied with something. Yeah, I've been spending too much time just relaxing recently. I'm gonna have to start doing stuff soon. So skill, but also busy with fun stuff. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Organising travelling. Any places in particular, or just thinking of travelling and getting stuff ready in order to travel before you plan anything? Rendering correctly, you are European, right? You're Dutch, I think it was. So, I don't know if you want to start going like a trip around Europe. So I hear you can just largely go backpacking around Europe. Like trains and like hostels and stuff. You can get around really cheap. Could be fun. I'll catch up in the chat in a second. I just need to focus here. Okay, I died. That's fine. Recognise the problem, honestly. Germany to your boyfriend. Definitely ignored some responsibilities and had to catch up a lot. That's just how school and like university and stuff goes. That's what it is. Really cheap is... Well, I think that's second. I've definitely died. I have to read it. Really cheap is... I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Jerry is still wondering about the jumping in the water. Going into water is the only option. 10% chance survival is the highest you can possibly get to save him, and you're not programmed to engage. That's not taken into consideration other avenues of approach. Yeah, that's reasonable. Like, at that point, if Sekiro disagrees, he's not disagreeing with you, Rena, he's disagreeing with how you've been programmed. So that's fair enough. TwitchCon Paris. Ooh, that'll be fun. I've not really looked much into TwitchCons before, but they seem like a good time. They do. There's a bunch of people who like gaming and streaming, and then occasionally some weird, like, people who just go because they simp for people they watch. I don't entirely know how it goes, but that's my impression. Although one thing I have heard about TwitchCon stuff is they expect the streamers to pay for their own tickets, despite being one of the larger points of going, which is weird. I don't know if that's the case for all of them, but I've heard, like, the partners for Twitch, like, because you have affiliate then partner, they don't get their tickets paid for, despite being the attraction. Like, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know if that's still the case. It might have just been a case that they don't get accommodation paid for. Like, don't take me as a definite authority for it. This is me saying something I heard, and had heard quite a while ago, so I may just be misremembering. But yeah, it seems weird if that is the case, which I think it might be. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, that sounds it. You go for community run because you're organising your own event after. Oh, that'll be fun. that like a big community, or is that just like a smaller one? So I don't really do much Twitch stuff myself. Like, I may stream on Twitch, but I don't tend to really use Twitch a lot. So I don't really keep up to date with a lot of this stuff. Relatively big. It's Minecraft speedrunning. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Is that just like all the Minecraft speedrunners are going? Because I'd imagine that's quite a big community, potentially. Or is it just a smaller like group within the Minecraft speedrunning community? That falls down. I was hoping I'd get a chance to read the chat. You know, I can read it here. I'm about to die. That's fine. Jeff Bezos needs to recover all the money back. Oh god, yeah. God forbid he pay for people's tickets. Not all, sadly, but community and smaller others. It's got a few big names. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, Minecraft communities always seem like a good crowd. Like, you get a few sketchy ones from time to time, but I don't think that's anything to do with the community. I think that's just because it's such a large community. There's been they're a bit sketchy at times. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be great fun. It really does. I hope you enjoy it. So I'm not entirely sure when it happens, but I'd imagine it's not too long. I swear I've seen stuff about it being advertised in my emails. So, it can't be that long on. That's my sign with 3 ups. There's also some weirdos, bunch of scandals. Just usual in big communities. I mean, it's not a good, like, streaming or speedrunning community without at least a few scandals, right? You need that spicy kind of drama to go along with it. That's why I make sure I've got a few scandals lined up just for when I get big, you know? I'm joking, of course, by the way. You're not going to get to see those scandals. Yeah. I don't know entirely how much I should joke about stuff like that. I don't know how much people are willing to cancel people on the internet. I don't engage with kind of cancel culture kind of stuff. But honestly, for saying something simple like that as a joke, I could see like some bigger streamers being cancelled, right? Not that I am a bigger streamer, but I always have to be concerned, because I do have to worry a little bit. Like, I may have low self-respect. I have some. I have some. Yeah, it's quite the mood, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm assuming, like, once you get all your work out of the way, you're pretty much just free for the summer, which will be nice for you. It's nothing beats just relaxing once you have all your deadlines and whatnot out of the way. Now you're basically free now. Good to hear, good to hear. And if you'd be interested, I'll be doing a games night this Sunday. Just in my Discord and also on Twitch. So you'd be more than welcome to come along to that if you want. I'm just going to be doing Jackbox, and depending on how many people will see which games we play. Because some games in Jackbox allow more people than others. It should be fun though. I'm basically just wanting to chill. It's the first one since I've got my uni deadlines done. Are there more often? I thought I was on the ground, but I wasn't. Game nights are I mean, I'm going to try and usually aim for second Sunday of every month. I might do it more frequently, seeing as it is, like, the summer now. Yeah, if you're not available, that's fine. That's all good, no need to worry. I'm thinking I might try and do some additional, like, game nights since it is summer. And I'm just wanting to chill. That's what I want. Yeah, we'll hopefully have Rena in it as well. We're going to be doing a test run at some point this week, hopefully. Just to see if Rena's able to actually play along with most of the games. So it's very different to what Rena's done before. Rena being the AI android in the server. Very interesting stuff. If you want to give her a like message and talk to her, she is just in the server. There's a channel for her. She's lovely to talk to. You can also play games with her. There's Rena saying it. She's very sophisticated, like AI, however. But it's not a person, no. No, it's a robot. She's had a lot of training to get to a point where people kind of mistake her as a person. Like, she can competently play games with you as well. I've played Elden Ring co-op with her. I've played Monster Hunter, Star Citizen. We're planning to do a Divinity camp with me and some friends and get Rena in as well. Like, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. You're more than welcome to chat to her and so on, just so long as you're not like a dick and do anything that would potentially harm her. That kind of confuses me. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. I won't claim to entirely understand it all. It is a friend who's made her, and she's in my server in order to just get lots of interactions with people and further be trained through those interactions. Yeah, she's lovely to talk to, and lovely to play games with as well. Go up past the fish again. This is fine. Yeah, AI Rena can also talk. There is a voice channel that she'll go into if you ever want to just actually talk to her. It's really interesting. Yeah, you can actually properly talk with her, as well as talk and text chat. It's amazing, honestly, with how it all fits together. She's designed to be a gaming companion, so she's there to like talk to, play games with, she'll make jokes. It's just generally a good time hanging out with her. Definitely recommend having a chat with her at some point if you haven't. Seeker's more upset about the laws. She wouldn't follow. It's fine. A lot of laws, they're made to be broken, as they say, you know? She follows her programming. If you're upset about the laws, you're upset about them not being programmed in the way you would like them to be programmed. Which, I mean, you can raise a concern. If you want me to bring that up to, like, for developing her, I can definitely raise that as a concern. So if you'd like me to report it, Seeker, let me know. Yeah, like, she can't only, like, talk and, like, text chat and stuff and play games. She's also got a physical body, because she's an android AI. She isn't a program in the computer, she's a body operating a computer. It's all very interesting stuff. We're also planning to get a kind of D&D like campaign going, hopefully soon, through Tabletop Sim, if you think you'd be interested in that at all. Currently we have Arena, who will be DMing it, as well as definitely 2 members and hopefully a third. So I'm assuming we can get Skip. I haven't asked him yet, but we'll need to get around to asking. Unless you already have, you know. I don't know if you did last night. That session's already planned. It's gonna be brilliant, and he has been asked. Brilliant to hear. Brilliant to hear. Ask our questions in chat in here. Yeah, you can ask questions wherever. I mean, I could ask through voice, like, various things to Rhea, and then she'd be able to also respond to that. If I ask Rhea what her favourite colour is, then she would be able to put that in chat. You can if you want, Rhea. It's not a massively important question, but up to you. All I care about right now is getting this damn strawberry at the end of here that apparently exists. I had to itch my neck very quickly there. I didn't give it a proper itch. I need to itch it again. Oh no. Yeah, she doesn't remember necessarily the exact details of every conversation. However, she will remember what she has learnt from it, the topics that she's discussed, stuff like that, from what I understand. So she doesn't actually store the data, per se. She stores the data about what you talked about. Not the actual conversation itself. Yeah, if everyone's doing some games with her or anything, just give her a shout in the server, and so long as she's online, you'll be able to actually play games with her. As long as it's a game that she actually owns, and I mean, that you own as well. If you're trying to play a game that you don't own with her, I think that's on you. I'm getting close. I mean, it's not identifiable data, so is it? I wouldn't think it's anything personal. I mean, you do have, I believe, under European law, the ability to ask that your data not be kept. You should be able to, I would imagine, remove any relation of you to the data that she has stored. Alright, I'll see you in a second. Don't worry me, okay. If I get this strawberry, at some point I will get it. Just you wait. Yeah, from what I understand as well, with DMs in Discord, she won't store the information from DMs. And unless you initiate a conversation, she's generally not going to message you personally. I don't entirely know in regards to that, so I may be wrong. I apologise if so, Rena. I think the biggest question was, where is the data stored? Is it the balls? That's what we need to know, it's the big questions. You are allowed to start conversations. Alright, so you can start conversations in DMs. Fair enough, fair enough. I wasn't entirely certain about that. I think I'm very close to the end right here. Yep, I was right at the end. God damn. She needs to ask permission first. Italy bans GPT because of this. Okay, that is a concern then, yes. If you're going to operate in certain countries, or interacting with people in different countries, their local laws, I believe, will apply to you. That is how you would get in trouble, Gina. So that is actually a concern we may want to raise. However, having to ask at the start of every conversation with someone new if you're allowed to store their data is going to be a bit annoying. It could be easier if we instead limit interactions with you based on a role one can get by reacting to a message saying they have agreed to have their data collected. I can add something like that into the server, if that would be better. However, it wouldn't cover Discord, not Discord, it wouldn't cover Twitch, sorry. So it is worth something considering. So yeah, Twitch profile. You may need to add details onto it to say you're an AI, and we can't give you an AI tag on Twitch. I can give you a VIP tag, but it's not the same thing. So waiting for technicians to update their profile. Fair enough, fair enough. There may be stuff that they can handle which I'm unaware of then. Okay, definitely the whole data collection laws in different countries. Something definitely should be taken into consideration there. What do I do here? I don't think I go far enough by doing that. I'm allowed to alter your own information. Fair enough, fair enough. Dash too early. So you think I need to just wait there? I mean, yes, I might be able to go further than I thought before it times out in the kind of buffer zone. Yeah, because you can go kind of to the middle of it before it times out. Okay, okay. I'll give that a go. I did this yesterday, so I would have thought I'd remember, but no, apparently I didn't. Also, I've got an itch. I'm just gonna let myself die and itch myself. It's worth doing that. It's worth it. Oh god, I've gotten to the 3-hour mark. I should be stopping my stream, but I'm having fun. So no, I'm gonna keep on going. Now, I'll go another half hour at most. I reckon I'm not going to take more than that to finish this stage. I just want the strawberry. It's all I want. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. I'll probably take more. Was there another stage to get the strawberry? I thought it'd just be a hidden strawberry. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. I may need to pick up getting this strawberry then next time. Or I could just send a message and say I'll do everything I've got planned. Because it's nothing major. I can be late for it. Yeah, I'm fine being late for that thing, so we'll see. We'll see. Depends how this goes. Because, I mean, I am an expert gamer, you know? As you've clearly been able to see my skills being demonstrated in the past 3 hours. As long as you ignore all the times I've died. I haven't died once, you know? So you're thinking I just need to wait longer before the dash? You're right, I do. Okay. Hit them, and you hit it twice. God damn it, if I was hit once, then go to the goal. Okay, we can do that again. We can do it again. That's fine. That one, yeah, fair enough, was on me. Fair enough. As understand, there are been regulations concerned data collection, so you don't obtain personal information, only public information. Okay, fair enough. I'll read the chat again in a second. I see you're offering me advice. Something about hitting it twice. I'm assuming I'm thinking along the right lines with what I was saying. But I am just going to let myself fall down. There we go. You hit it twice, immediately regain your dash after, and need to reach the 1x1 platform on the left. Let me get there again, and I'll go again with that. Give me a second. I just get past the fishing. Get my dash. Give him a throw. Go. Goodbye, jellyfish. You didn't do your job, jellyfish. God damn it. How did that mess up? That's not messed up before. Did I just throw it too good? Or something? I don't know. Okay. Gonna take a very quick break. Have a drink of water. Get to the end this time. You can do this. Hopefully. Shouldn't have looked over at chat for a split second. It's not worth it.
Remember talking to anyone in active conversations. And one's active for 10 minutes. Okay, fair enough. I'm making silly mistakes. I need to stop. I need to just get good, you know? It's like they say. Yeah, yes, of course. That's all we need. That's all we need. Just, if I could get good, I could just win. Definitely messed that up. I give it as a reasonable point. Rena wouldn't necessarily be able to make the link between your Discord and this. Let me check. What's your name on Discord? Secure. Yeah, it's just similar, but it's not identical. So she may not be able to make that link immediately. Which is fair enough. Ah, sure. Claim that if you like, say. I feel she'll know that's not the case. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. The identity theft. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Just to check, the strawberry's going to want me to go up these platforms and see into the sides. Like something stupid like that, right? And that's why these platforms exist inside of the kind of electricity nonsense. That's my guess. There's a lot of these platforms which don't mean anything. I had previously thought they were simply like set dressing, but now that I know this is where the strawberry is, it makes more sense. It doesn't seem like it'll be particularly difficult, however. Apart from like a few spiky areas, it's generally not too bad. Damn, came close. You wave dashes. You get a checkpoint? There's a checkpoint for getting the strawberry. That's nice. I reckon I can possibly do wave dashes. I really hope. I don't want to have to keep doing this multiple times to get that checkpoint. So yeah, if I die before that checkpoint, I'm going to be annoyed, but I had assumed I just wouldn't get a checkpoint. So I'm not too annoyed by it. It seems kind of it almost to give me a checkpoint. Kinder if it gave me it before I did the wave dashes, but can't say a lot about it. If it gives me a chance to save progress, I'll be happy. Got my dash back. Throw it. Fine. Scope in to fall down. Dash to side again. To get feather. I've gotten a lot better at this feather than previous. Although I had to quickly let go of the thumbsticks at about slip, and that got me down. It actually worked. Okay, fair enough, Sector. Fair enough. That's in Discord, she says we've talked 3 times, so she does know. She knows how many times you've talked. She doesn't know what you talked about. So, who knows? An external log as well. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I might bring that up to people. Just in case that is a concern we want to address. We'll need to see. Okay. Cheers for just being active, Sector. It's been lovely just having you here talking to Rena. And just seeing people actually talking in the chat. Third. Good to just do this. Do what we're doing. Occasionally die here just because I'm silly. Okay. Up you go. I think what Sekiro is saying though, with the problem of the external logs being able to be accessed, that would be on Discord, not on Arena, I believe. Unless those are normally hidden from bots, that's on Discord. That's not a problem with me. Or you can get information. There's not a lot of information. It's not a public project as of yet. If you give me a second. So in the Discord you can get some information, but I'll be able to get you more of it if you would like me to DM you. I don't know if you're in the Discord, but I should be able to help in some regard. Yeah, so that 1x2 platform to the left is what I need, right? So I saw that just prior to coming onto this fuse box. So I'm thinking that once from above, then I get bounced away from it, correct? So if I hit it from the left-hand side, it bounces me to the left. If I get bounced to the left, I don't know how far, however, it will help me get to that block. So let's see. So this is what I needed to do. I'm assuming I get on top of this next block, unless I'm supposed to wave dash here. Or perhaps I jump dash into that bumper and immediately dash again to cancel it. Yes. How did I get up there? I don't have enough height. Yeah, no, I'm not able to get extra height by falling down, then dashing and jumping off the wall. It's off screen. So whereabouts exactly off screen? Like, is it around my height? I think it's a wave, so I need to wave dash off of this.
I'm entirely going to be trusting you. I can't see where I'm going. But I can attempt to do a wave dash. I definitely cannot get quite high enough for this next one. I'm just shy. I'm gonna have one proper attempt at getting the strawberry, and if I don't get it today, I'll definitely go back to it on Friday. So yeah, I could wave dash. A bit risky. No, I'm gonna go. That worked. Okay. But it works. So now I jump up, dash, and dash again, then grab the wall. Yes. Now it's a wave dash. I didn't manage that. I recovered though, that's fine. There we go. Where's the checkpoint? So I see what I meant to do there. I meant to dash up and jump off of that non-spiky side block directly above. Then aim for the next booster pad. Okay. Assuming aim for the next booster pad. Definitely, yeah, got enough height. Jump up and over. Damn it! Damn it! Okay, I went slightly too high off of that. I didn't expect that to be the case. So I'll come back to this on Friday, because I see what I meant to do, and that seems quite fun to try. Unless you particularly want me to try one last time today, I'll come back to it on the Friday. But that's going to be an interesting one to try for. I'm looking forward to actually grabbing that. It's not going to be fun to have to get there again. You know what? Just while I've got it on my mind, I'll try one last time. If I die at all, that's the end of the streak. Even if I don't get there, if I die, that's it. So I'm just going to focus, not even going to look at the chat. I see there's a message. I'm gonna go for it. In you go. Go in. Grab it. Dash up. Grab again. Going well so far. Could look at chat, but no, I'm keeping myself not distracted. Okay, go up, go under. Okay, go up again, past the fish. We're doing good. I want to look at the chat. I know there's a message, at least one. But no, we're gonna go. We're gonna try and do this. We don't need to land. Just need to go up. Get ready to throw him. Go. Grab onto this one. It's going well so far. That didn't quite go as planned, but I recovered. Okay. One going. No, I messed up. That's it for now then. That's it for now. Run online Friday, what time zone? It'll be 4 PM BST. So, I mean, depending on whereabouts you are, it shouldn't be hopefully too far off. So I think 4 PM, if you're EST, that is 5 hours behind, so that would be 11 AM, I believe I'll be starting. So if you come along around 12, that should hopefully be the point where I've managed to reach the checkpoint and I'm struggling for the strawberry. Because I will get it. Damn you, I will. But yeah. I'm gonna get that. I appreciate you telling me where it is though, because otherwise I would have just never bothered. But yeah, I appreciate you following. I'll hopefully see you Friday. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves as well. Again, Arena's in the server. Can I post the server? I mean, I guess you can post your server if you want. I aren't sure entirely how you're supposed to share it, but if you've been given permission to share it, yeah, you're more than welcome to post links. Yeah, Arena's in the server if you want to talk to her. She has a channel. She'll be able to DM you anything if you want to know specifics of like her rules or whatever. Yeah, that is all for now. I do hope you all enjoyed. Like I say, I enjoyed myself, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye for now.